Sustainable Development Goals are a set of goals made by the UN designed to try and create the best future for the most amount of people on the planet, by ending hunger, inequalities both social and economic, and preserving the natural world for everyone in years to come. Is this ambitious agenda just for politicians and world leaders, or can 30 students in one school in Wicklow start to make a difference? Take Minecraft, the 17 SDGs, and one school. We think so. Welcome to the SDG Friendly School, built by students, for students.
The art teacher came with an idea to create the school in Minecraft, full-scale model of the school, which would be built sustainably during Pres Week. So I gathered a group of fifth years. We built the basic school building. There was then a third-party server set up, and first and second year students were integrated into the project to build the school, not only the school building, but all the grounds and surroundings of the school building. As the project developed, we've kind of taken a fundamental look at the education system and the way students are educated, the way they go through the system, and we've kind of made a lot of changes to it. You know, the fact that it's in Minecraft, I don't think is too relevant. It's just a thinking platform. It's a way to visualize our ideas. You know, this could be done on any other platform that anyone could design. So I think the idea of the project was for students to think about their own education and to then improve it in their heads and list it down and think it through, and then it's just been visualized in this project, and that idea could be implemented in any school across the country. You know, we're trying to start a conversation, trying to get pupils to start questioning how they're learning and trying to think of improvements and ways that they can improve their own learning. That's the kind of fundamental idea of this project. The school that we've created is an aspirational school. So we have looked at a lot at learning and quality learning and kind of the school environment and its accessibility, but then also we've looked at how a school should be in the future, not just for the pupils, but for the community and the world. And that is through its sustainability and how sustainable it is and the changes that have been made so that it reduces its carbon footprint. You know, it encourages the creation of clean energy. So yeah, I think it's not only about quality education, it's also about the SDGs. We haven't looked, deep, we've kind of researched deeply the SDGs and their impact on the school design.
We could make the school more sustainable looking, definitely through the targets and finding out how can we relate this back to this and how we can tie everything back to a goal. So we made up a big list of changes and the ways that they could be implemented, and then during Pres Week, as Jack said, the first and second years were building a server, so went around, we assigned jobs, we monitored them, we oversaw the project and made sure that things were getting built, gave them ideas and gave them help when they needed it and stuff. So together we came up with a list of around 105 to 110 different changes we could implement to school, and so 21 builders over first, second, fourth and fifth, and they were working for more or less the week straight on the server to improve the school. So a lot of hours, a lot of manpower went into it, and of course they were all working at home on their own laptops and stuff at home to put in the hours. So
Sustainability Centre is a building that I came up with. It's going to be completely self-sustainable, and it's going to be looking towards achieving all of the SDGs for the school and also for the wider community. The goal at the end is to get better links with our businesses in the surrounding town, and we also have plans to get universities involved in some of the sustainable elements of the building as well. We want to give a voice to the youth in our school and in the community about how we should achieve the SDGs, or strive to achieve them in our area. The building's going to be made of different materials, but they're all going to be recyclable materials or locally sourced materials. So they'd be like timber, solar panel roof tiles, paper insulation and sustainable concrete. So to reduce in the building site, to reduce the CO2 emissions. The whole building itself be as sustainable as possible.
They're a goal. They're like the kind of the highest aspiration that you can have for a sustainable world. So obviously, kind of every effort has to be made to get to them and to reach the level that they're aiming for. It's the goal and the kind of the standard that's been set for an aspirational world. So the SDGs, you know, they were created by the UN. So it's kind of the number one goals that every country should have to be aiming for.
I think like just looking at it made me realise kind of like that there is so much more you can do in school and in your own life and stuff, and going in through the rest of my life and like through university and stuff. It means that you'll definitely have that mindset of like I can't do everything by myself. Like you can definitely make a start on things just by asking the question, having the conversation.